So I'll introduce Rachel, since she's the first one. Rachel is the community manager for Google Fiber, and she has one of the hardest jobs in Kansas City because she needs to make it informative, even though a lot of it is not out there yet. But she's doing a great job, and she's going to be the first Ignite speaker.
Thank you very much.
One more thing, sorry.
Oh, yes, sir.
Just when you see her presentation ending, the next speaker, and it's with your schedule, got to come up, and the presentation will roll. Keep on rolling. Thanks. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Be sure you point it at you.
Okay. I'm going to probably use the mic stand. Yeah. That's okay. Okay.
I'm kind of like.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started, I guess, huh? All right. Okay, good morning. As he mentioned, I'm Google's community manager in Kansas City. I'm also a lifelong Kansas Citian, and it is a great pleasure for me every day to get to know on Saturdays, get to go talk to my hometown about Google Fiber. If you've seen me talk before on this, it's only 5 minutes this time, so sit tight, Aaron and Mike and Ray, and those of you who have been with me a while. I want to tell you a little bit about the background of the Google Fiber project, why we're doing this. Wow, that is a fast 15 seconds. So hopefully you've been reading my slides. Up at the top, though, of this chart shows the average download speeds of the United States, and that was back in 2009. Obviously, we created broadband, and now we are not competing very well. So we wanted to get into the project because it's consistent with our mission. It helps innovation, and wouldn't it be great to wake up in a city one day and say the internet is just too damn fast? And that's what we're going for. So. All right, we launched the Google Fiber project in 2010, invited cities across the country to invite Google to build our very first fiber to the home ultra high-speed network. Over 1,100 cities responded, and Google picked Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. Why Kansas City? A few of the top reasons. We know that this is a community that could operate at Google speed. Kansas City understands that Google is here to build the infrastructure. It's up to the community to figure out what to run on it, how to make it hum. How does it work? Real quickly, it's strands of glass that are bound together, something like this. I'll pass it around. What's different about Google Fiber is that we're going to put this fiber gig speed connectivity to homes. It's available in businesses now, but not yet to homeowners. It allows for information to travel at the speed of light, which makes it different than the typical copper connectivity. This is also a way where you've probably seen our guys who have been trenching or on aerial poles. Want to tell you, if you see a crew in your neighborhood, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the first neighborhood getting Google Fiber. Squirrels, because I did this presentation and I only had 19 slides, so I just thought, well, squirrels eating through our fiber lines would be really bad, especially squirrels in pirate costumes. We are going to connect some schools, some libraries, municipal buildings along the way. This kind of connectivity is very similar to what we're putting into homes, but it should allow for a boost in innovation and let those buildings do what they will with it. We're also looking at various industries where Google Fiber could make a difference. Healthcare, of course, telemedicine is available right now, but not to the scale that it will be when people have ultra-high-speed connectivity in homes. We can reduce the readmissions of patients, cut costs to healthcare providers. Education, flipping the classroom is a model that's very interesting to Google. I won't get into detail on it because I know that there's another talk coming here in a few minutes on flipping the classroom, but it requires connectivity in homes. We're also interested in getting to smart infrastructure. Think about machine-to-machine communication, where we're able to monitor the amount of energy that's required to work in our homes, in our roads, in our businesses. Greenhouse gas emissions are reduced. Entrepreneurship, like I said, it's a fiber to the home project, but entrepreneurship is expected to boom, whether you're a home-based business or this product might make sense for some small and medium-sized businesses who don't need the same kind of service level agreements that, say, an enterprise does. Entertainment, I think it's funny that we're using these pictures, even though we don't use those items anymore. But whether it's gaming, movies, the United States accounts for 16% of music downloads around the world. As those demands change, we need more broadband. I want to highlight a few local initiatives. First, the Mayor's Bi-State Innovations Team. Those meetings are open to the public. Please join us on Monday at Livestrong Park to see the very first iteration of what we're calling the playbook for how Kansas City can leverage Google Fiber. Give Us a Gig initiative is really exciting to me because it's entirely volunteer driven by the Social Media Club, who understands that Google is making a play to residents and is helping get our community ready to respond once service is available. The Kauffman Foundation launched what they call the Company Creation Team. This has turned into about a monthly open dialogue where different people interested in entrepreneurship and business, attracting new companies to Kansas City, are thinking about what does it mean to business owners to have gig connectivity, what kind of innovations might we expect down the road. For all of the local initiatives, you can visit googleconnectskc.com. This website was developed by the Mid-America Regional Council, basically a clearinghouse of everything happening that Google's not sponsoring. Finally, you can join the google.com/fiber mailing list. As we get closer to our launch, you'll see more information coming from us, and hopefully you can check out our blog too if you have any questions that I haven't answered over the past 5 minutes.